We're going to talk about two new trucks that are going to hit the market. This is the Telo and the Slate. Now, we're going to predict which one is actually going to survive and actually make the market and which one is not. And I'm going to give you some marketing details of why I think this is going to happen and just the vehicle itself, why it would happen. Now, these two trucks are kind of marketing in two different categories. This one is marketing towards a really small compact truck. They're both electric, and it's marketing towards inner city, delivering stuff, doing construction jobs. So doing inner city stuff and also being able to use it for your daily driver. So, these vehicles have to be able to do, the work truck and be able to drive daily. That way you're not buying two trucks for yourself. So this one, I believe, does a pretty good job of it. It's pricey. It's electric. It's $46,000 for the dual motor. I think that a lot of people are going to go for the single motor on these. Single motor is 41,520. I also think that probably if we're talking about a work truck, you might buy the tonneau cover. You might end up getting an aftermarket tonneau cover. It depends, but you're not going to put a lot of money into this. I don't think so. You're going to spend about 41,520. So probably when it's all said and done, it's going to be more like 43, because they really haven't released the complete final numbers yet. So $43,000. It's basically the price of cheaper than a Toyota Tacoma. It's the size of a Mini Cooper car, and I think it actually might meet a lot of criteria that people need. So, you know, going into the city and doing construction jobs or hauling stuff and being able to find a parking spot. I think this is really going to be the car that's going to meet those needs because it has a lot of transformative properties. As you know, the gate drops down. Um, it just has a lot of capabilities. I'll show you the commercial real quick on it. So this is the quick commercial on it. It shows, it's very small. It's got good ground clearance. I think it's 10 inches of ground clearance. Uh, the need for this having 10 inches, you're not going to need it. This is going to be a city driving vehicle. It has good tow capability. It's really pretty on par with like a Toyota Tacoma for towing capability and what it can haul. So it has a really good capability for utility, but again, it's so small. It's very compact. Uh, it's supposed to ride really well. We'll know more when it gets released closer. It's still in design mode, so they don't have a factory built yet for it. The plan is to start releasing these and selling them to the public late of 2026. You know how that goes. It's probably going to be more of late 2027. But again, I really believe that this vehicle is going to succeed. It's got one key thing. It really meets a nice market package. It's small, very small, and it does a lot of utility. So it has four doors. You can put five people in it. So it has tons of utility capability. It also still has the capability of the family being able to use it for its trips. It's got good range, so you don't get range anxiety from this thing. I think that this is going to be a hit. Uh, Sales wise, marketing, they're doing a really good job marketing. And believe it or not, I know that I'm talking about marketing. Marketing makes or breaks a truck. When you're a new vehicle out in the world, marketing does it. And telotrucks.com, right off the bat, they got a .com. You have to have a .com domain name if you're even going to sell a vehicle or do anything in the market right now. So that's correct right off the bat. Their marketing videos and the way they're doing marketing and getting this vehicle out there, they're just doing a really good job, and it's a good product. So they're nailing all the categories to get this vehicle launched. So I have no doubt this vehicle is going to launch. It might be early 2027 because of, trying to get everything going, but this vehicle will launch. I'm gonna give my 100% guarantee on that. Now, let's talk about Slate, and you can probably tell I'm a little, negative on this. I think it's a great idea, and it's a great concept of just building a cheap, low cost SUV. It's battery powered. That's, of course, to keep the pricing down, believe it or not, because of that engine and all that other stuff that's gonna bring the pricing up. So, I think that they're doing a good job of keeping the price down. I wanna say it's like 20 yeah. Under $20,000, I don't believe that, but, uh, we'll see. The problem I have with Slate, is, 1, that's $20,000. I don't see the end of the day them keeping it under $20,000. Uh, 2, their marketing, and I know this is a mean thing to say, but, for one, the domain name is slate.auto. Um, you know, in the marketing world, nobody uses these .net, .auto. They don't use them for their main sites. You can use them for your sub sites, but they don't use them for their main one. So that's not a good sign right there. And another marketing thing is they're not getting this vehicle, to the public to, uh, see. Uh, Different YouTubers to check it out, to feel it, to drive it, to kick the tires. They're not being able to do that to this vehicle, and they need to do that right now. If they want to get this vehicle going, the Telo is going on strong. They need to feed a little bit off of the Telo's marketing to get this vehicle going too. If they don't, they're gonna fail. Um, Kinda like Apple. When Apple iPhone came out, they were the, fast one. If there was another company that came out at the same time Apple iPhone came out, it would have drowned unless they did the same amount of marketing that the Apple iPhone did. So, unless these guys really hit the market running, this truck, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna fail. I don't expect it to be under $20,000, that's me personally, and it like I said, it has a great concept, of being just a work truck because it's two-door. It's got, 2 people sit in it. There's supposed to be a option you can put a camper shell on it and put people in the back. That's not really gonna happen because people aren't gonna put a camper shell on and off a vehicle for a personal/work vehicle to, haul their family around. It's two-door too, so to get people in and out of it, it's just there's too many inconveniences. And another one is it doesn't even have a radio. I know this is petty of me, but you have to have a radio. That's just a bare bones, put a radio in it. Even if it's a Bluetooth radio, put a bare bones Bluetooth radio that when you go in, you put your phone up there and you hit the button and it's, syncs to your phone. It's just gotta have that bare bones level of some kind of entertainment, or else, people aren't gonna buy it. Now, there might be a small market of people who run a business and they're gonna have this in their fleet. So that is a possibility. They could have a fleet of these. That's probably their only capability of being able to sell this is if this is a fleet car in someone's business. They run a construction company. They have 10 of these that everybody comes to work and picks up their construction truck, goes to the job. So that is the only way I see this being on the streets because the utility of going back and forth between family use and work use, it just doesn't have that. The price is great, but going back and forth, family and non-family, it just doesn't have that capability. So that's my opinion on these two. Like I said, uh, I really think the Tello is just nailed spot on. They they really know what they're doing with the marketing, and this design of a vehicle is genius. You know, to be able to have a full size truck hauling capability inside of a vehicle that's the size of a Mini Cooper, it it's just genius. So that's anyway, that's my opinions on things, and we'll see next year. Tello, I think, is going to succeed, and they're going to succeed pretty big. So that's it for this episode. And again, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe.